Offset put a ring on that finger. Cardi, you ain't flexing on not a motherfucking person till that nigga put a ring on your finger. Let me make this be clear to all these chicks who think being outside, this is dumb shit. When a man chooses you to be the mother of his kids and be the woman that is his wife, there is no bigger flex. I don't give a fuck who you twerk on.
Girl, really?
All right, so DJ Akademiks had a moment to weigh in on Cardi B out here playing around with Stefon Diggs, twerking on the boat and all of that good stuff. Let's see what Big Ak had to say. Make sure y'all like the video and subscribe. Let's get it.
Cardi B is a successful woman that at the end of the day, by the way, Stefon Diggs is at the end of his career. He could viably see his association with her building and boosting his social profile for whatever he wants to do. Whether being a music executive, whether it's to own some business in entertainment. It could be a management company. Cardi B is that. The rest of you scallywags, if you do this, you're down bad. Okay? Just to be clear. Now I ain't gonna lie to y'all, chat. Yo, Cardi. And I'm gonna tell you this when we talk on the phone next time. I might have to hit you tonight. You got kids, girl. This ain't even about Offset. Offset is good. I want to let y'all know I speak to Cardi and Offset. Offset's good. Cardi, you got kids. You got kids. Let me just say this, and I know me and Cardi, we gonna get into a little conversation or debate about this privately. Cardi, and this is where I think what you're doing, and let me play the video real quick. Now, let me tell y'all the truth. Cardi, it is not a flex. Like, I get it. Stefon Diggs got money. It's not a flex. Let me tell you this. For women, and this is a problem. This is why it's so hard to do dating these days. Offset put a ring on that finger. Cardi, you ain't flexing on not a motherfucking person till that nigga put a ring on your finger. Let me make this be clear to all these chicks who think being outside, this is dumb shit. When a man chooses you to be the mother of his kids and be the woman that is his wife, there is no bigger flex. I don't give a fuck who you twerk on. If this nigga who, by the way, he's fucking 5 other rappers' baby moms. Unless Cardi gets a ring from him, this ain't no flex. This is goofy shit. And I'm saying it respectfully because I love Cardi, I love Offset. Don't know Stefon Diggs. I'm going to tell you why it's goofy shit. Because you're posting this trying to get Offset mad. You're trying to get your lick back, this stupid dumb terms bitches say. Cardi, you were a wife. You don't get you're a woman. You fucking another guy, I don't give you no points. Get this nigga to put a ring on your finger. And then you get all the points in the world. You get no points until that man put a ring on your finger. For whatever, you could say Offset was the worst, whatever. That nigga seen something in you to put a ring on your finger. That nigga was down to make you his wife. If any nigga you turn up with don't do the same, you just played yourself, if you ask me. Because here's the thing. Let's extrapolate. In a year time when you find out he's exactly like Offset or worse, he got other bitches, he's been doing A, B, C, and D, you get more invested. Now you realize you either break up with him or maybe he got another long-time girlfriend he leave you for. So in a year from now when y'all not together, you got 4 kids with Offset. You have now done all this. He resents you. This breeds hatred. So now Offset's looking at his like, man, I hate this fucking bitch. This breeds hatred. If this nigga don't put a ring on, it's cool for you to do this with him if he gonna put a ring on your finger. Because if he leave after a year, you look goofy. And I love Cardi B. I'm telling you, I love her. I speak to her all the time. Me and her, we've chopped it up. We got mutual respect for each other. But she's going to, and by the way, I've spoke to her, and I want to be fair. She told me, she's getting back to being her. I get it. But you could do it in silence, baby girl. When you start doing all this shit where you're trying to show out with your new nigga, when he's moved on in a year from now, and you still got 3 kids, you know what this remind me of? Let me always tell you, like, life just recycles the same shit. It's like Rick Ross's baby mom, Tia. She did a bunch of goofy moves with 50 Cent because she was mad at Rick Ross. 50 Cent was never going to take her serious. 50 Cent wasn't going to give her a kid. 50, after a while, forgot about that. You know who's going to permanently be in this? While you develop resentment against your guy, or and when I mean your guy, your baby father and former husband, well, still husband at this point, your kids gonna see how your their father treats you. They're gonna be upset. They're not gonna be happy with this because they're gonna see how he has disdain for you. It's gonna fuck them up because they love both of y'all. They're gonna see why y'all can't be a family again. So what I'm saying is this. I'm only disappointed in Cardi B because a nigga put a ring on your finger. You're not one of these little whores out here just doing whatever and y'all outside. A man put a ring on your finger and 3 babies in your belly. I'm not saying you can't move on as a woman. I'm not saying Offset is right because supposedly he cheated. But for you to be out here trying to throw it in everybody's faces that you're moving on with a nigga that probably don't want to have kids with you or probably wouldn't put a ring on your finger, if this shit end, you don't have a ring on your finger or a baby in your belly from him, you look pretty goofy to me. So enjoy all the shit now. But I looked at this and I was just like, we the internet, so we want to make the jokes. Yo, Offset swinging in the air right now. Who gonna really be swinging in the air is when this shit ends and Cardi still got to go call Offset. Hey, Offset, I'm trying to put our babies in a different school. Now Offset hates her fucking guts. He's gonna put her through hell. That's what Rick Ross did with his baby mom, put her through hell and back. So again, I look at this, and I know y'all want me to look at it a different way. Yes, all right, cool. Yeah, Offset punched in the air. I mean, but that's what you take. You take a chance anytime you get in love, and you put commitment to something, right? I said it. I'm like, yo, if Offset was on a Drake timing, does this thing got baby moms? Offset would have. I don't care what it is. Offset should have been with his baby moms, taking his family shopping. Because I seen him trying to play some shit. A little petty shit. I'm going to show you in a second, but let me play this one more time, then I'm going to show you what happened next.
She look just like a bag of money. Every time she come, she said, can she have some money? I said, can I get a threesome? She said, boy, you funny. Well, you don't see me laughing, come flip that twat on them honey. Tell her, turn me up. Bitch bad, she look just like a bag of money. Every time she come, she said, can she have some money? I said, can I get a threesome? She said, boy, you funny. Well, you don't see me laughing, come flip.
Bet. So, now when you look at this, the reality, and I did post this on my Instagram. This is what Cardi. You know, Cardi is definitely trying to let people know I'm with this guy. So she posted this. She posted another picture of her and this dude. She posted, I guess, flowers that apparently he sent to her. And she posted this, right? So cool. Offset realizes, and by the way, Offset, you know, I think this is a good move. Bro, when a girl's gone, you can't keep her. Let her go. Let that other nigga do for her what you did for her. You gotta let her go. You put a ring on her finger, and you were trying to have a family with her. Again, I'm not saying Offset is a good guy. He probably cheated like a motherfucker. But let her figure it out, okay? Now, Offset said, today I pass. And I guess he's like, I'm passing the ball. So this is a term, I think it was invented by DDG, where it's like, you pass the ball. And the ball, like, people are referring to women these days as the ball. You know, I don't want to explain the colloquial historical meaning, but some people are like, well, you call it your ball because, like, you know, usually dudes are like mad protective of their ball when they go to the court, whatever. And there's other niggas there, whatever. He then says good rollout and good PR. Stefon Diggs says he posts some shit where he catches the ball. Like, got you, nigga. I got the ball, meaning I got Cardi B now. Now, this is goofiness at its finest, okay? And by the way, I'm a little bit disappointed by Cardi B by even allowing this shit to fester, because at the end of the day, both men are talking about you like a passable commodity, and acting like they're passing you back and forth, or no, you could have her, or I, nigga, that's my shit now. At the end of the day, your kids ain't never gonna understand this terminology. Your kids are gonna understand that they have a mommy and a daddy, and all they know is that this weird football player nigga who just comes around to pass out Tusi to like random bitches on a boat, that's not their father. They're gonna wonder why their father is now doing everything in his power to show that he has a million other girls. And you know what some niggas do? Not saying Offset would do it. They'll go spend time with their other kids or go make a new baby mama. Okay? So it doesn't really help you, I think. Okay? Now, in the world of Stefon Diggs, he's the biggest winner. Truthfully, he's the biggest winner. You don't want it. Everything Cardi posts is like she's sending a message to Offset. Everything Offset posts is like he's trying to prove to the world he's over Cardi. Yeah, they're going back and forth.
They gonna say I'm pandering for this, but I don't really care. This is how I feel. I got love for Ak and I got love for Joe Budden, but I hear everybody talking about this situation and it's like Offset doesn't get any of the blame for this situation. And these double standards is crazy. Talking about it's not a flex for Cardi to do this. Number one, as a man, I can't talk about what's a flex for a woman. That's the first problem. Okay, yeah, it might not be a flex for you as a man watching Cardi B out here messing with Stefon Diggs. But for women, this is a flex. And they are happy to see Cardi in this relationship with Stefon Diggs. As a man, I can't sit here and say, oh, this looks crazy, this ain't ain't that. If he don't put a ring on her finger. Bro, yeah, Offset put a ring on Cardi B's finger, but he never treated her like a wife. He never treated her like a wife. I keep telling y'all want to talk about, oh, she got kids and all this other stuff. When Offset was at the house, did he act like a father? And by the way, Cardi says he's a great father. And whatever Offset's issue with her dating life, has Offset ever said she's a bad mother? I've never heard that. They got emotional stuff, breakup stuff, but I've never heard either of them attack each other for being a good parent. That's one thing. So everybody's seeing her with Stefon Diggs, and now they want to talk about her parenting. You don't know this girl, and that's not Offset's issue. Offset to me seems like he's jealous because he lost his girl, and he's upset that she playing the game better than him. And a lot of these guys you see talking about this situation is always kind of like blaming Cardi because they've been in the same situation where you watched your ex go mess with somebody else and you was hurt and you was emotional. A lot of these men, they speaking from an emotional standpoint because they saw their girl mess with somebody else and he was just as lit and he had money and you was feeling a certain type of way. But were you taking care of your business as, a spouse? Were you cheating? Were you treating Shorty right? Was you putting hands on her? X, Y, and Z. To me, ain't no way. And I'm really all about fairness. It ain't me pandering or nothing like that. I'm just about keeping it fair. I've been in this situation before. And I had to say to myself, I messed up. Offset messed up. If Offset can do all of that type of stuff and y'all don't say nothing about it and it's okay and y'all giving it a pass, then Cardi needs to be given that same pass. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel about it. Just like when y'all was sitting there talking about, okay, but they said she was messing with Stefon Diggs while she was pregnant. And I sit here and I say, so? No, that's a different level. That's not. And I saw some women getting upset with Cardi for doing this. And that's fine. But just remember this. It's men who sit around with other men knowing that man is a deadbeat and don't take care of his kids. But y'all don't say nothing about it. And y'all let it slide. A lot of y'all got homeboys, do not take care of his kids. Got kids, don't pay child support. Got kids in the wind. Then got the paternity test. It came back to it's his kid. He don't care. He not taking care of it. Y'all, we give all of that stuff a pass, but now we want to talk about Cardi B because she slept with somebody while she was pregnant. Like we scientists and we trying to get into like all the intrigue of her having a baby in the womb and all that other stuff. But in real life, it's okay when men do it. But it's different when it's a woman because, she can have a baby and she got a child and it's the double standards. To me, when it comes to this type of stuff, the double standards shouldn't exist. If you can have a pregnant girl at the house and go cheat on her while you married, then the pregnant girl can go cheat on you too. And I guess maybe I'm from Detroit. It's not the first time I heard of somebody having sex while they was pregnant. Sorry. That wasn't the baby daddy. It happens, bro. But y'all sit around and give men passes for being horrible fathers every single day. I can't be cool with nobody who don't take care of their kids. But some of y'all can. And y'all justify it. But y'all want to attack this woman because she got cheated on throughout her whole marriage and she finally found somebody she like and she messing with him. And yeah, you got a point. Stefon Diggs is probably just like Offset. But that's what but using that as an excuse for you to be hurt and you to attack her is, to me, it's not justified. Because Offset was probably a hoe before Cardi B married him. And maybe vice versa. I don't know. But Cardi gave Offset a chance. Why can't she give Stefon Diggs a chance? Maybe Stefon Diggs trying to change. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe they just dating. I heard somebody else say Stefon Diggs might be trying to get into the music industry. He might be trying to, shake and move. I saw him at the Knicks game talking to that record exec. I forgot who his name was, but he seemed like he was, kind of talking business with that guy. So maybe Stefon Diggs trying to get into the music industry and this is a good look for him to have Cardi B by his side. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe it's not as serious as we think. But it's still almost kind of like player hating. Okay, yeah, Stefon Diggs, he known as a sniper. Some people say he's suspect. Some people say, he had a little gay rumors and all that other stuff. But still, if we being fair, Cardi is well within her right to do everything that she's doing. And it don't matter if she's a mother. It don't matter if Stefon Diggs is just like Offset. Because when you do that, you give Offset this pass. Like, everything he did was okay, and Cardi just supposed to take it. And that's what a lot of men feel when it comes to women. Oh, I can do all this crazy ish, but you can't. No. Offset opened up that door. You can't get upset when something come out of it. Offset didn't set tone. I keep telling y'all, he didn't set tone. You gotta set tone. Offset didn't set no tone. Okay? So everything he dealing with is the stuff that he started. If that's how we playing, then that's how we playing. And I hate even using this term, but this is one of the few situations where I'm like, okay, this feels like toxic masculinity when I see everybody ganging up on Cardi, as if we didn't just watch Offset treat this girl like trash for all of these years, bro. And I'm really more adamant about this because, okay, you could say Offset helped her with her career, blah, blah, blah. But at a certain point, he knew I'm Offset and that's Cardi B. And to me, it's dumb if you don't make that work. Because now, years later, we looking at Safari and saying, wow, he was dumb. He lost her. Even if you want to believe Nicki was cheating on him and all this other stuff, I still think a lot of people would say he could have did more to keep that relationship. and he lost Nicki Minaj. And Offset is going to be in the same situation. He lost Cardi B. He going through the motions. And now all of these dudes in the industry, they feel bad for him. But he did everything in the world you could do to this woman to make her do exactly what she's doing right now. And nobody's going to hold him to the fire. That's crazy to me. I will. He did this to himself. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this. Like the video and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.